I watched Nobody Wants This on Netflix.
Oh, yes.
Now that's starring Kristen Bell and Adam Brody. It's based on the story of Kristen is a very smart, quick, sarcastic, single podcaster. Her sister is her partner. How interesting.
What? Oh, that's
no idea what that's like.
Weird. Yeah. Okay.
Kristen has never played a character like that.
I know.
don't think. And she doesn't even do podcasts.
I mean, listen, this is very on brand. It was not outside of her wheelhouse. That's why she nails it. And her and her sister, so she's Joanne and Morgan, have this podcast. And a lot of it is about their foibles and failures in the dating world and with men. So Kristen Bell's character decides, I'm going to change it up and approach this totally differently. And she meets a single rabbi who had just broken up with his girlfriend, basically in episode 1. And they start to date each other. And really the series is about how can they meld their world together when she is basically a non-believer, non-Jewish, and he is on track to become the head rabbi at his temple.
Oh.
The series was created by Erin Foster, which was based on her own life and experience with her Jewish husband, and she converted. And she was originally going to star in it, but Netflix was like, hey, how about Kristen Bell? And she was like, hey, great idea.
I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh, you want Kristen Bell to play me? Fantastic. Go for it.
I had that in mind, but I wasn't going to suggest it.
Right. And originally it was titled Shiksa, which is sort of a slang term for a non-Jewish female. Because I'm one. I married a Jewish guy.
Is it derogatory or just...
It's not a positive connotation.
Okay.
Well, it's also interesting because I think in the Jewish faith, it's the woman that carries the birthright or the family line. So if you're not even in the family lines, then you're really out of their circle.
For carrying on of the religion, is that what you mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's not like a patriarchal style, like the father is, and then you get the last name of the father, and then you're part of the family. It's like, oh, there's actually, you got to track that a little bit. So if she's not part of the lineage.
Yeah, she would have to convert. So it's created by Erin Foster, David Foster's daughter, and her sister Sarah.
Wait, who's David Foster?
They're the daughters of David Foster, the big music producer. And they make jokes quite often that, David's current wife, which is Catherine McPhee,
Yeah.
that they're basically the same age. So there you go. But they kind of came to public notice because of their sort of self-deprecating, funny personalities, Sarah and Erin. So once again, like I said, Erin, this is loosely based on her own experience in life. There's a writer that she worked with, Lindsay Golder, who worked on The Mick and School of Rock, Chad, In the Dark. So, she gets the tone right. And you referenced it before, Eddie, that yes, primarily Kristen, because full disclosure, I actually worked with her in a company for a few years. This is very close to like her sort of personality, but circumstances are different, but very charming.
This is a type of character that she's played before and really good at.
Yeah. I'm not taking anything away from her. She does a very good job with it.
For sure.
The chemistry is what most people are talking about. Now, I guess Adam and her had previously worked on a few projects together, and Kristen recommended Adam Brody for this. And he was like, ooh, I barely got bar mitzvahed, and I've been very Jewish light most of my adult life. So if I'm going to play a rabbi, I got to come up to speed on it.
Oh, do some research.
Yep. So he does that, and his chemistry is great. His brother, Sasha, is played by Timothy Simons, and he is so funny. And his wife is played by Jackie Tohn, I think is how you pronounce her last name. And she, in real life, IRL, right? In real life, IRL. She's very good friends with Kristen Bell. So I think Kristen, in a way, recommended her for the part of Esther. Now, Sasha and Esther are married. Basically, Adam Brody's family, Noah, does not want him to marry a shiksa. They want him to find a nice Jewish girl. He had one, the character of Rebecca, but he dumped her. And, now is like, how is he going to navigate this? So it's very charming. It's 10 episodes on Netflix. I don't really think they're more than a half an hour-ish each. It moves very quickly. It's based in LA, and they used actually LA, which you gotta love. So I highly recommend it. I feel like it's the modern day, the kind of more realistic, not the Hallmark. And some of the plot points you go, okay, I know where this is going, or like this is what's going to happen here. But they're not so cliche. So it's charming, but I feel like they leave each episode on a little bit of a bump cliffhanger. What's going to happen now? The relationship. And really, Kristen Bell's character is the neurotic one trying to have a normal relationship for the first time, and she has so little experience doing that. It's very challenging. But then you have the overarching problem of Judaism, religion, conversion.
I was going to say also, I really like the actress who plays her sister.
She's great. She was actually Justine Lupe.
Yep.
She plays Morgan. She was pregnant during it and hit it for most of the cast and crew.
Oh, really?
I didn't notice. Thought she was great.
So she was in Succession, and also I recently watched Big Door Prize. She was in that. She's great. I love her.
They had the right dynamic and chemistry as sisters. And then the parents are awesome because it's Michael Hitchcock and Stephanie Farisi. They are divorced, and Michael Hitchcock's character has come out as gay. And now it's sort of like him and his boyfriend and the mother getting involved and giving their opinions. So it's a fun, tight cast. The chemistry is really great. They have this best friend, sort of producer of their podcast, played by Sherry Cola. She's an Asian American actress, was a comic that transitioned to acting, has one of those like deep, gravelly voices that just instantly like draws you in. Very fun. Like I said, there's a bit of a seriousness because of the religion element and conversion, and will they stay together or won't they? Can they make it work because of that? But otherwise, it's all about their chemistry. It's very charming. It's what I think modern day rom-coms should be like. It felt more grounded in reality. It did not feel like some of the fantasies that we were dealing with, and we're heading right into that season.
Ooh, yeah.
Hallmark holiday season.
Oh,
where
we're going to get a lot of good ones.
Yeah. But,
or, at least Hallmark ones. I'm trying to think of a word that's not good, but like Hallmark. So it doesn't
the word is
good.
good.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Feel good. Yeah. I like that. Feel good.
There you go. So nobody wants this, but people actually did want this.
Yeah, apparently.
On Netflix.
All right, great.